Okay. Delighted to start our online broadcast. No matter where you are, wonderful to have you today. If you are persistent, then you will find yourself a better self. Yes. Only without giving up will you encounter more happy future. Today, welcome our team of all the staff.
那我们先来看左边这一张词哦，你看到我们现在1秒钟吃的是2917只的陆地动物，等于1年吃掉900。
Each year, how many animal we ate?
海里面的鱼类的，竟然1秒钟吞食是9.5万，等同1年是多少？你知道吗？3万亿。
Terrible numbers that we ate.
很可怕的一个数。
You can look at this bodybuilder.
放下刀枪。
Prakrasi Krobat.
杀害最多生命的不是刀枪，而是刀叉。
We always ask people to put down the gun, but we are not willing to put down the fork ourselves. On the right hand side, you can see the bodybuilder Prakrasi Krobat. When he was young, he saw the chicken was killed, and he thought, why we are eating them? So starting from 24, he was a vegan, and then 35, he won the champion of bodybuilder world champion. Next week, we are going to have 4 young people to share with us about their veggie life. Next week, we will have Andrew and Mimi in the English translation and the Taiwanese translation team. The feeding fruit today, we are going to see Master's teaching. Somebody said, I need help from others myself. I cannot help others. But if you just try to save a little bit, as long as you have the love in your heart, naturally, in such a wealthy life, we are able to help others. So we must brace ourselves and say, yes, I can do it. Then you will pass this hard step. We should remember to cultivate our blessings. And naturally, you will cultivate your wisdom life. As long as you have this wisdom, you can exercise a good way to help others. So always cultivate blessings to help others. Then you can have a good life. This is the channel that can help you resolve your life problems. If we love Master, we must do Ciji. Great strength comes from unity of minds and efforts. Master's ideal talents are modest and not arrogant, pure with self-respect, cultivation, and virtue. Always hold selfless love and treat everyone equally. Open-minded and control temper. Work hard and harmoniously with others. Show good etiquette in speech and actions. Enlightened, virtuous with pure heart. Master will feel at ease if everyone is an ideal talent in Master's eyes. Let us put our palms in the chest and say, relax, Master. We are your ideal disciples. Thank you. Say thank you to someone next to you. You are the Dharma messenger. Pass on the great Dharma mindfully. That Dharma enter our heart, become marrow, and grow from one to infinity. Let the Dharma enter our hearts to purify the world. This is the beautiful card of Dharma languages. Next, connect love with needle and thread. Tell your friends who is senior to know about this program. They can come every Wednesday in the afternoon to learn about the needle and the thread. Especially they have a new program, 进师 handmade cuisine. And all these products actually raise a lot of funds. You can see that the pre-order has already reached 650,000. Sister Fang Wen from Austin, Texas, sell the hour $150 in NT. She sells for about $600. Thank you so much for all the fundraising. One of the stories that is very touching is from North California, Sister Su Hui. She raised 9 hot lotus. She brought back 15 qipao, the Qicheng bag. But everybody she gave, the 12 of them she gave out to people, but they all donate, each one more than $50. So, and because of the matching of the donation, all the funds she raised become 9. US dollar, almost $3,000, which is 90,000. $90,000.
不要小看这点点的滴的量。我们从一本月上云端衍生去月上云端小沙弥之后，我们即
The little novice monk
来的话，会送你这个月上云端的袋子，会比这个
is for the read over the crowd.
那个画是一个有名的画家帮我们画的。那他画的第2版更漂亮。
We have a new version coming out.
但是这个袋子
Please expect it.
会弘法利生，一个才200元而已。
In our anniversary, we are going to give this out.
所以总之，针线情串联爱，我们真的不知道跨步就向前，向前有这么多的一个好姻缘。这一张相片
This picture was the one that Sister Yang gave to Master in the abode.
它是一个钥匙套，一件台币499元，其实等同工资，因为要花。
Because hand to do this takes 2 hours to do each. At the same time, we are advancing all different products from this needle and thread. Now we have the multiple language team. Master encouraged us to have more languages for translation. So today, English team is from the United States. Thank you, Jack, Leo, everyone.
这里面有3个人，盛忠、乃璇还有 Reagan 都是方文的接引，所以你看看一个人的能量。
This is Japanese team.
好，百年翻译的团队，掌声感恩美玉、田中雅、山田。
Cantonese team.
好，我们粤语的团队，感恩玉梅、小青、瑞山、立新、俏荣、邱伟、美玲这些马来西亚的一个团队哈。那马来语的口译
people. Please give them an applause.
语乡异化，我们的永义、秀娟以及呢我们的燕妮跟方丽哈。那这里面有3个人，他们其实是听不懂。
3 of these 12 does not know Chinese at all, but they translate from English. So English team must do very well for them.
很感动哈。那我们的客语团队
And this is Hakka from Taiwan.
凯杰、美莲、素美、瑞菊、
9 of them.
秀莲、淑萍、云金以及温仁娇老师哈。
All these are mostly teachers.
有些退休老师，有现职的老师，现职老师。
In the summer or winter vacation, they all can join us.
素美师姐虽然不是老师，但是厉害的很，现在已经非常的顺溜了。那我们来看一下。Let's
look at the good effect, good response from our team.
左边的这一张是我们曾宪琴的窗口，也就是台南的碧云师姐。
Sister Yang on the right
串爱勇于承担
went back to the abode to see the master.
当时他就跟他讲一下我们8周年那一个寿桃的做法。那上人呢讲着讲着以后，又看到一些作品，上人就马上期许说：你们是不是？
Master say you must recruit all these senior people for them to do this needle and thread. So in such a situation, May 26th, we start doing this program. So now Sister Yang become the main contact of this program.
真的，就是我们也没想到说，我们的姻缘是这样子好哈。不过都是这样子。
If we step forward, we will find all the good affinity are waiting for us.
志同道合的好朋友。那于是他非常相信我的一个可以让他们安心靠的一个力量，所以他承担。
I'm very appreciate that she can take this job.
近5个月，包括。 他没有想到呢，我们竟然台湾、美国、泰国、日本等地的师兄姐得知曾宪琴以后，虽然没办法加入力量，但是他们加入
many people from different countries, Australia, everywhere. Even they cannot join the program, but they show their love to donate to buy all these products.
我们得要帮你稍微挤一下，因为毕竟飞机一趟嘛，不可能每次这样子回来。 所以他们就说：“好，老师，我们可以稍微插一下队吗？”所以就帮他们插队一下，也非常感恩台湾的家人让我们插队哈。那在这个地方呢，他说
，And Sister Yang mentioned when she had a talk with the master, Master mentioned about the old times when they do the baby shoes.
所以当时他写的就说我们。 当时跟上人11月11号，我们那时候累计的加上预购，已经呢将近多少了
？So the total at that time, all the numbers of the product has reached 600,000.
所以呢，我们说，你们都做不出来你们还要预购，拜托，等我们，但是请加入预购的力量，好。
And we can see on the left is Dr. Hong mentioned about this program. So he promoted to all his friends and patients.
在这件事情，我们马上做出文宣以后，然后我在我们团队的群组，就红点医师他很少发言，就一看到我就很感动，我说这个可以分享吗？可以，我就只是截图分享。 就我们泰国的善孝云美编，他主动做了一张这个给我们。我说你也太
So our art editor from Thailand,
他就是我
press and do this beautiful
就去做
poster.
结果呢，我请大家再看一下，12月13就是下午，我们要改变进食的。
And today, this afternoon, we are going to have a new way of teaching. We will have a small group learning.
结果红点医师马上说，这是很好的讯息。其实长照的成员
Many senior people from our long-term care, actually, they can do a very good job on this needle and the thread.
产生自信，更能够因个人的记忆可以传承，但要注意到。
And Dr. Hong mentioned that because this is to sell, to raise the fund, so the quality must be very good.
手艺的人，你做了以后会到进阶，然后进阶真的可以了，我们才会到手作组。
So we guarantee that every product that you have is very, very dedicated.
所以非常感恩哈，所以希望人物推广今天也来串这样的一个好姻缘，让大家更加知道。
So we invite everyone to read over the crowd. This is what we did last month in 彰化。
这个是台中，然后我们最近到了台南上化，
And
非常感恩。
we appreciate from Tainan and 彰化 they support us with $19,000.
我们说，那你们拿这么多本书给我们，我们是不是也一起来赞助，让更多人可以阅读到月上云端？我们说非常的感恩，所以形成善的循环哈。
This is one of the store of mobile maintenance.
他说阅读这本书一开始
She said she read this book and she was really touched.
原来有这么多的活动
She found out that so many people joined together to make this study group work.
所以以团体做事则永恒，以个人做事则无伤。大家一起来，我们今天
Today we want to introduce you our editor team.
这一组介绍过，所以我们要介绍的是我们的小编团队，掌声感恩北
是
江
姚
时间文清以及易帅跟世杰哈，非常的感恩。所以任何停止学习的人都是老人，不管是20岁或80岁。
If you stop learning, then you become old. No matter you are 20 or 80.
让我们的心智保持。
So you must have a young mind.
好的自己哈啊，所以
We are a team. We are a team. Persistence is our superpower.
一起念，毅力就是
Perseverance is our superpower. Next, we see that we have all the good feedback.
手机准备好了没有？希望你们赶快留言。我们现在比如说像现在我们的加拿大的管线
Many people are already writing their comment now.
以及的云南交通的
From Canada, Sister Guan.
还有呢，就
And
是我们的 Victor
Hualien, Sister Wendai also writing a comment. Thank you.
你写韩语，好。
And Sister Fang Wen.
我又回到主场来充电了哈。世国是在桃园，所以希望更多的家人来加入这样的一辆哈，大家一起来，个个是人才的。
So here we can see the last week's team feedback. And people's feedback about the Vice Superintendent of Tsuji Hospital, Indonesia, Brother Huang. Yeah, his medical skill actually helped many sick people in Indonesia. He is so compassionate, and he's lucky to have a son. Everybody congratulate him. You can see about the guiding group, Sister Suman. Sister Fang Fang from Xueyu will really appreciate about her guide reading. And this is about Dr. Zhang from our Taichung Tsuji Hospital. to do the minimum invasive surgery, save many patients. This is about Sister Jie, who is the founder of the Needless Market, sharing her process of giving the birth to her third child. Very touching. Here we can see US, Canada, mainland China, Malaysia, Japan. Everyone responds. Thank you so much. And this is in the YouTube comment from Sister Fang Wen and Brother Wu and Ilan Chen. And here is the English comment from Cook Effie.
It is of great importance that we seize every moment during whatever.
That's from Brother Su from Kaohsiung. That we need to seize every moment to do whatever we can to benefit the world.
Guiding reading team members offers us a variety of good speakers, though it is a short segment, but the impact is great. At times, have to watch repeat again at YouTube. Interesting the topics as always.
This is from Cook Effie. Give us a good comment.
他说他即便是非常短的，但是让影响力是很大的，他甚至都要去看重播。好，真的我们的导图
Thank you.
很赞哈，所以我非常的感恩。
And Sister Ran,
我们给他热烈的掌声一下，好不好
her art is very incredible. Let's give her an applause.
以前都是我们讲完他都画完，他现在回到
She now went back to Shijing University to study.
再画，真的是很不简单。我一直说不要勉强，不要勉强哈。那接下来是我们大家一起来，个个是人才。今天这位人才是我们高雄县上读。
Okay, next we'll have a guest speaker.
里面好多的故事。我跟你讲，台语口译
是
林
Qiumin。
我一开始想到的语言，我一开始想到的语言全部是英语、日语、美语、印尼。
He is now the coordinator of our Taiwanese interpretation team.
2年回去的时候，敦师傅跟我讲说，你怎么都没有在想台语跟客语。
At the beginning, we actually didn't start Taiwanese interpretation, but after that, then master from the abode mentioned about this. And it's very touching. We have this team. And this team is growing fast. Now they have 18 members. Mr. Qiumin is from Ilan, and the northern part of Taiwan.
宣导吉祥月的正信正念，宜兰慈济志工在苏澳圣湖社区举办环保孝亲感恩会，宣导的重点放在减速行动。
This is some event held in Ilan.
破除传统信仰对农历7月的迷思，志工李美庆用自身经验分享如何转迷为悟。
And this is talking about that some superstition that we should not do any activity in July in Taiwan, but it's actually a superstition.
另外，在罗东罗庄社区，志工则是积极推广茹素，邀约老人家一起做身体的环保。
This is promoting the vegetarian diet, and this is Sister Lin Qiumin.
好，刚才那个就是我们台语口译的窗口。 我记得他第一次去跟上人分享，我们介绍说
Yeah,
他
this
是
is
什么原口音，结果他开始用国语分享的时候，熊林公用台语讲，他马上要转成台语，还好没有绕回哈。所以我们现在一起透过通关密语到宜兰来遇见我们的高雄线上读书会台语口语，来认识我们高雄线上读书会团队，一起来。我喜欢和你在一起，因为你有正能量。
like to be around you
你好
since you have a great positive
大
energy.
家好，现场的家人好。
好，秋
Hi
明，你要把
everyone.
你的那个简报打开咯，你还没有打开。还有
Yeah, you
你
should
整个
turn
影
on
要做
your
到后面一点
PPT.
对了，稍微了，可以了。
You may
简报
want to
好，
sit
我
back
等
a
你
little
哦。
bit.
简报，因为我们已经分享给他了，对不对？好，那所以
Please
等你的简
show
报
your PPT.
还没有出来。那你在找的时候，我也同时哈，我们真的非常感恩。我们一年哦，全年无休，不是春节我们休3次，然后在第3次的时间点，就是第3周。今年2月21号，我们即将会云端同学会。哎，江主任早上
We have program every week, right? But except the Chinese New Year, we rest for 3 times.
我的时间
Why we didn't see your PPT?
看来他有困难哦。好，来，那个秋明，
seems like she has some
你直接
problem.
讲，因为你到现在简报都没有出来，声音出来的是简报没出来。
好，那我就直接讲。
你直接讲。
你到你的
OK
桌面
OK
到你的桌面点你的简报 PPT 的简报，然后呢，在你这个 Room 的系统点一个分享。分享的时候，你会看到你桌面那个 PPT， 点一下，然后按右下键分享。
Now the brother is showing her
然后下面有一个 logo， 有一个小杯子，那个杯子的地方
PPT.
要点到你的那个。好。
哦，这个你要先点你的简报，哪一个 PPT？ 好像第三列还是第几列？你的 PPT 还没有点到。滑鼠移到你的 PPT， 看是哪一个 PPT。
You should open your PPT。
哪一个 PPT 档案？你现在做对，点到了。好，右下角有一个杯子，点一下 ，OK。
好，全荧幕，好 ，OK， 谢谢你，感恩哦。好的，那
OK, wonderful。
是。
好，敬爱的上人、金色师父、高雄线上读书会的
Your
家人们，
master in the boat,
大家欢
and
迎平安。
all
我是宜兰的
assistant
林秋
brothers.
敏上人赐给我的法号是明翰。921大地震的时候，
I'm
我
Lin Qiumin,
和
and master gave me the Dharma name 明翰。
委员编号9900。
So I was certified
受证之后2年
in year 2000.
到2003，这一年我42岁，无常来敲门。
2002 to 2003, I actually I feel sick suddenly. I was 42 at that time.
菩萨道没有停歇，我有听上人的话哦，把身体交给医师，心交给菩萨，和癌细胞和平共处。
So I listened to Master's instruction that we should
再道气啦，因为呢自身受过的苦呢，所以我更了解
so ever since I actually heard my
看到
own
别人
health.
跟我一样受这样的苦，于是我就发愿了，我要当别人生命中的贵人，就用感恩心。
So after I recover, I vow to become an important person of someone else.
同时呢，我和宜兰县卫生局配合，关怀妇女朋友的健康，到社区、校园、宜兰女监
So now also become a advocate for women's health, especially for cancers.
儿童班。在这10年当中呢，我开始接触了静思语，
And then I took on the responsibility to lead
找到了更好的 自觉觉他、自度度人。
a high school group. From the first year, we have 12 persons. Until the fourth year, we have developed the family to 120%. So we together
期间很多位也都受证成为慈诚或是委
to
员
grow
了。
with the
慈少班呢，我们总是秉
the
持着
high
上人的理
schoolers.
念哦，义子而教，亲子共学啊。很多父母啊，在分享的时候都说哦，他在慈少班成长的比他的孩子还要多，进而呢改善了亲子
Yeah,
关系，
actually,
进而
some of
家
the
庭
parents
和
said that
谐。
they grow
就这样，我们由第一年的
faster than
12
their
人，
their
到
children.
第4年发展成120人的温馨大家庭。
So after 4
慈
years,
少班6
this
年之后，
developed
我
into
传承了。
a
接着
family
我
of
申请
120
承担协会部
person.
长7年。2006呢，
And then
成绩
after
43
that,
年，
I
我开始承
actually
担
become
事业。
a
感恩
local
上人，
team leader
让
for our
自己照着弟子
volunteers
的生命价
for
值，
7 years.
发挥生命良能，
And
行
then
世间善
since
事。跨步就向
2022,
前，
I
向前就
started
有好
participating
运。
in
实际真的
the
是一个
Kaohsiung
可
study
以
group
终身学习的好所在哦。 免学
helping
费，
with
学到位， 用
interpretation.
心就是专业。疫情期间，大家记得哈，很多活动都停了，或是改成线上了。我心里正在
Yeah,
想说，可以
during the
多做些什么
pandemic,
呢？
actually
就接
a
到了
lot of
宜兰国
events
形新事件传来的讯息，
stopped
来自
running,
高
but
雄线上读书会正在邀约
the
台湾
online
的
study group
机会来了，我当然
is
把握了，
recruiting
就在
more
线上
people.
跟美云老师
So
报名，
I took the
我愿
chance
意这
and
样
then
哈。那美云老师也鼓励
and
我们
help
哦，你不
in
需要
the
很厉害才能
interpretation
开始，
teams.
但你需要开始才会很厉害。那就这样又傻傻的承担了台语口译的窗口哦。我们台语口译最初只有8位哦。我们在去年5月份正式开始在每个月的第1周上线。
Since
今
May
年又
last
开始，
year,
今年的5月份呐，
we
才开始
start
第1周、第3周我们都
covering
上线了。
the
刚刚
one
美云老
times
师有
per
讲了，
month,
我们2024
and
年开
then
始第5周也要如愿承担
and
了
then
哦。
3
台语
times,
口
and
译的
now
接
we
引
are
呢， 我们不断的接引
covering
跨国
3
跨区
weeks
的菩萨
per
家
month.
人。 有来自屏东、高雄、嘉义、台中、台北、宜兰、花莲、
We
美国，
have this
共有
team
18位
grow
成
to
员哦。
18
大家有
person
志一
already,
同，共
and
同
then we
远
have
大家一起来，
assistant
个个是
brother
人才。
from
我们在
over Taiwan
过程
and
当
even
中
other
呢，遇到
countries
不好
to
口译的，
contribute to the
我只
team.
呢会在群组里面来讨论。 因
Sometimes
此不藏
we
私哦，
encounter
很
some
感恩我们里面
phrases
人
which
才
is
济
actually
济哦。 更感
hard
恩有一
to
位
translate
淑芬校长，还有
into
我们的嘉正师
Taiwanese.
兄以及玉丽师姐哦，他们都会将很道地的台语来与我们大
Thanks
家
to
来
many
分享。
assistant
台语
brothers.
就是这样啦，我们边说边学边练
We
习
work
边
together
熟悉，
and
用我们
we
熟悉的语言呢，学习更
we
道
work
地的
and then
说
we
法，
learn
所以大家也都
together.
收获良多。例如以下这些啊，
So
那
we
语
all
主题， 最后
grew
每
a
年
lot
应用秀
from
真
the
的卡呀。
teamwork.
顺口溜、搬嘴紧、读书会、读册会等等这样哦。台语呢有文读音、白话音，而
Yeah,
台
we
语
found
呢更有
a
很
lot
多
of
的
good
腔调，
translation
各地都有所不同啦。有文雅的、通
for
俗的、道地的，
Taiwanese
但是啊，要让
study
大
group
家听得懂
listeners.
才是最重要的。台上1分钟，台下10
Most
年功。
important is
因
that
此在上线之前，我们可是做足了准
we
备功课哦。
translate
首
the
先呢，将嘉宾
the
的文字
meaning
稿啊，
to
还有简报、影
for
片内
the
容都看
people
过一遍之后，
who
把
can
它全部组合
understand the
整理成一
Taiwanese.
份的文字稿，再来将国语呢翻成台语，还要自己练习口说很多遍哦。如果遇到像美云老师这样口
So
条
we
好
actually
说
put in
很猛
quite
的
a lot of
大
effort.
天使级别的嘉宾，例如另外一位任海文师兄，我们通常是跟不上他的速度的我就会翻到一半，
Sometimes
讲
the
到一半
speakers
就会
speak
开始
really
笑，
fast.
因为我根本跟不上啊。但是呢，这也是我们最需要学习跟克服的地方啦。而排到没有文字稿嘉宾的人员真的是最紧张害怕的啦。
Sometimes
只能眼看这样
if
听
the
边
speaker
分享台
doesn't
语。
have
如果是我，通常一
it's
直吃螺丝啦，就
script,
是讲
then
话
we
一直
need
停
to
顿这样啦。
be
每次
really
排班我会将每
prompt
个
in
时段
translating
让大
into
家轮流来学
Taiwanese.
习
which is quite a challenge.
家人们都能够这样慈悲的配合。
We really appreciate that
团体做事则永恒，
everybody's
一个人做事则无常。
participation.
每一次排好班，总会有人临时接到勤务。
So realize that actually, if we work as a team, then program can continue. If we only work as a hero, then the impermanence, the program will face more challenge in the future.
用感恩心来善解，更用知足包容来面对。对尽了，我们不入心哦，让心不起烦恼，当下不就安稳乐处了吗？接着呢，
So sometimes when the challenge
能
comes,
够来补位，有愿就有力哦。这个时候就有人愿意来补位，尤其很感恩
and it's a time that we cover up each other, so the program can continue smoothly for our listeners.
会产生这个挫折感，对电脑哈。然后群组里的家
And
人呢，
sometimes some sister and brother is not used to the computer
所以这个真的是很
or
有爱的
even
一个
cell
团
phone,
队了。
and then we help with each other.
整场3个小时是接续不间断的，请你一定要进来听听看好吗？
Like what shows here that for the 3 hours program, we actually help each other.
配合共同圆满台语口译爱接力。 我们呢都用
So together we make the program a successful for our Taiwanese listeners.
生无量，感恩呢，我们可以浸润在法海中，进而呢可以
So we are glad that we are able to actually learn as we try to interpret.
造就这么优质的网络传法平台。
We realize that everyone contributing a little bit, we make this program a successful program. All the people in the study group, we need more people to help us. If you are interested, do let us know. Thank you.
哎，秋敏，你可以
Thank you
收
so
掉
much
简报，你可以收掉
for
简报，
listening.
然后美美在上面，果真是果真是有训练
We
过
can
的团
close
队
your
哦，所以
PPT.
他几乎非常精准的时间，当当，然后就已经到最后一页了哈。只有前面
She really controlled the time very
不过
well.
呢，我们家江主任马上就跳下来，我当时会觉得说，这一下子在线上这样教，有办法马上吗？可是非常棒，我们再次给秋敏来掌声。那我们也看一
Really
下
glad that
我们的
the brother Qiumin and help to show the
等一
PPT.
下，他其实也是这样说。北京已经下大雪了，可是高雄还是散发温暖的读书声。上线大家应该都可以感受到这份的温暖。是的。
Okay, we have some feedback from on the Facebook and then YouTube.
棒棒接力传散法，精准精辟无偏差，感恩笑容亲切，心宽面纯，声音甜美的秋敏师姐，陈情无私的精彩分享。哎，真的哎，你看上人给我们说，你们空中读书就是口语。
You are also welcome to feedback as well.
发现这个大团队有些人他不见得从我们的一般接引的方式进来慈济，可是你想想看，他今天要口译秋敏这一个部分，
Some of our team members
背他的资料，他其实就在感受了，而且是深刻的感受。哎，为什么他在离癌，然后之后？ 他却是用这样的方式来让他的生命活出更好的
Sister Qiumin willing to commit
可以相互影响的。
because of her illness.
也没有那么多口译
And then this team actually work together, inspire each other.
其他都不是专业的，可是现在你随便点进去，台语、英语、日语。
You see that in the beginning, only one of the interpreter was professional, but now everyone is becoming so professional now.
开一个方便的法门，让我们接引更多人。那也或许我英语、日语不行，
So actually, this is actually, even though it's a challenge, we are helping other working as a team member. Actually, we also learn at the same time, and that's why our team can grow.
没有我说的，我没有内容版本给他们。第二个，我说话速度很快，所以他们要非常专注了解，然后马上去做口译，真的很不容易。然后诗经就说我会说台语，
it's quite a challenge for interpretation teams.
国语说出来了，这样子这样也是有在学习的空间。我也是这样的。那台南的苏静书会说前脚走后脚放，才能往前精进。宜兰的秋敏真的不懂事，不仅是台语棒棒，普通话也讲得很好，大家都听得懂，是很棒的人才。黄金阁，宜兰的黄金阁说：“我连润都还没有进去嘞，好佩服你的学习能力哦，秋敏你刚才。”然后石金就说：“江主任的修养真好，赞叹总不断为大家技术来努力，感恩江主任。嘉义的汉文也在线上，嘉义也是我们的台口译。”
It's not easy to share and then using Zoom.
我现在也都会去看台语口译的频道。我说，哎，你的意思是你有兴趣，对不对？那你要不要加入这个团队？结果他就说好，所以他就加入到现在哈。然后石金说，看到美云老师分秒必争，在做不少的事，绝对没有时光空度的态度，一直在跟时间赛跑，做事的态度是值得学习的哈。所以我就发现你们就看到我刚才跟江主任是有一点点不同的意见，因为怕时间上一直累下去。好，马修会说我是宜兰人，我骄傲。
the time precisely.
青葛就说期待秋敏师姐精彩的分享，她觉得她活到老学到老，你不用等到很厉害才开始，你要开始才会很厉害。高雄线上读书会让人心灵平静而充实。我们非常感恩秋敏的分享，再次感恩掌声。我告诉你哦，我们台南的口译团队2月21号云端同学会，他们在跨区的人全部都会来主场，高雄的会来主场，我们1年就一次相见欢，实体见面。如果跨国的团队刚好回到台湾，也会来主场，所以我们团队平常是见不了面的，都在空中，平常又不开会哈，所以就这样子。
We have an anniversary.
秋敏他的领导非常有方法，而且非常负责任，这也是为什么台语口译蹦蹦短的因缘。好，我们再次掌声。
谢谢。
好，我们也非常感恩关3年补助然后同时间呢，
感恩江主任。
江主任有听到，特别感恩江主任，对你们爱江主任比爱我比较多一点。好，刘佳慧就说感恩线上读书会每周给予的正能量哈。好，来，带感恩的坐垫强力推荐，对较瘦小的长辈做起来很是满意。对，彭世国。以前我们就是有推荐过哈，谢谢时间长。
This is we have some product from our Dai technology.
我要报告的事真的是超多的。好，木星木爱新年万人，现在累积在142周，我们恒持就会遇见更好的自己。大家看这个数字木字可以跟我念得一样快吗
？We have raised more than 57,000 hot lotus now. Each one is about $300 US.
近似之友，苏轩的同仁忘了摆，对不对？我有交代这件事，我们团队也忘了摆，好不好？现在请赶快把近似苏轩的这一个
OK
摆到桌子上去。那
there is something called the friend of Jie. Jie is actually our representing our abode.
就不用再填了，填一次，一人填一次就好了哈。那这一个呢，会有什么好？就是说，我们想要有大爱之友，但是我们想要
So if you become a member,
那近似之友
then you will get some discount from our Jing's Cafe.
2024年的走出会员小礼，所以麻烦您帮我们。
And on your birthday, you also get some special benefit.
收的时候就会有填跟没填的，因为我们都摆一样的张数，那你有需要的人再填，好不好？给我们之前填的就不用了哈。那苏轩有很多爱是最好的祝福，今天我们的青儿也会去讲到李冰冰哈， 他会琢磨多少不知道。那我们其实有这么多好的，这是即将要上阵的，还没有。
These are a few different new
我们
products.
非常感恩。那好礼3选1这个部分我们也会持续加码进行哈，所以非常的感恩所有的家人。那大爱感恩这个科技，大爱感恩科技，你看得
this time our Da'ai technology received so many awards.
已经是第4版了，所以大家不知道有没有跟上这样的一个讯息。
And you see that we use our bottle to make ballpoint pen.
因缘的关系，所以我们直接到导读人这边哈，所以我们非常的感恩。我念2张就好了哈。这边我们的昆山众牧会就说大爱之音妙音传法，
here we see some feedback
文经大爱之音一直坚持的大陆海外家人在高雄
Victor
所以他一直坚持
and Janet Dai
妙音传法这件事情让大家非常
program, and once they was sharing about how the music program can help the senior in keeping they healthy and then sharp and then happy.
创办了其乐融融这样的一个长者，他们其实
actually in Shanghai they have a program which is also accompanied by the Victor and Janet.
所以他非常感恩，也谢谢昆山今天
And they have the 10 program already, and that benefit quite a few people. And the other one was about Shihua was sharing about our Jordan's program in helping the Syrian refugees. What she shared was very touching, that how she grew from helping those Syrian refugees. 善效应，那我们的善效应目前累计呢，应该有97万字哦，所以真的不要小看这点滴的力量。那另外这2篇，我们下个礼拜再做分享。老师攻读那履足迹，就是像我们雪龙玉梅讲的，其实真的是一个很棒的。那我们的窗口就是雪玉师姐，雪玉师姐今天要讲的爱心满人间，我喜欢和你在一起。
Today's schedule is Master Zheng Yan's full staff is December 18 to December 24. The content to present this week is after the sharing of Master Zheng Yan about the love store team, Master's teaching, and expectation of the disciple. The subject for today is the world is the whole of love. Shijing volunteers put the bamboo bank in different stores. The bamboo bank can pass love to that people can feel love. Promote a little bit of love, accompany it with love, and gather love to help people experience poverty and those in disaster. Invite everyone daily to have their share of love and strength by doing good deeds with love. In 2023, March 16, the Bodhi world spread the Dharma and benefit people with good cause. The Master taught us the purpose of spreading Dharma is to help people. We share goodwill and deposit good money. However, it is the tradition way 50 years ago. Right now, we want to spread Dharma and we want to enlarge the scope. The Love Store was initiated June 2019, Hualien, although it has been through the 3 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. Shijing volunteers have promoted the store and the customers doing good deeds to help others. According to the 2023 September 7th TV news reports throughout Taiwan, we already have over 10,000 love store, and the business have put out bamboo bank to collect people's love. The world population is over 8 billion people. Shijing volunteers are just a tiny group of people. These are based on the causes we accumulate from past life because we have very few Shijing volunteers. So we still need to invite more people to join Shiji. Go to the store to spread the bamboo bank, telling the story of the bamboo bank. Tell people how Shiji got started. Tell how Shiji began from nothing. The small story always has a significant meaning. It is not only to put the bamboo bank in the stores, but take the chance to talk about Shiji and let people know what we have done in the past 50 years and our contribution to the people. This is also one way to invite volunteers to join Shiji. Let's watch the TV news report regarding the Community Love Store Network and the Bamboo Bank doing good deeds and give an example to attract people to join the good deeds. The last 4 months, Shiji volunteers from Taoyuan have promoted some stores to influence their customers to do good deeds to help people in need. They have invited more than 1,000 love stores willing to put bamboo bank in their store and encourage customers to donate of their free will. After a while, some stores were notified that the bamboo bank was full. Tsuji volunteer Mr. Zhen Wenzhang said that he is full of love. The store owner said all these are the love from customers, and from our love, everyone who has love will donate their passion. Taoyuan has over 1,000 love stores. Many customers donate at their own free will to show their love for people. Store owner Miss Chen said customers always put money in the bamboo bag with their change. Store owner Miss Yu said, I just put the bamboo bag over there. We are not forcing people to donate. I shall smile at them when they present. The coffee shop put the bamboo bank in a prominent location. Usually we get a full bamboo bank per month and invite our other stores to attend the good deeds. Some store owner, Ms. Chen, said, Shiji volunteer asked me if our store could put the bamboo bank in the store. I said, of course, because I always watch Diet TV. I understand what Shiji is doing and am willing to help. So we can see many stores started a convenience platform for people so that people can show their love for the community. If you love Master Zheng and talk about Shiji 2 months before, Shiji charity organization was established. Handmade baby shoes were sold to make a living. Each member does that they're part of the work. Some do the store shoe buttons, some do the shoe face after the organization has been founded, including the master and the disciple. Only 6 people work together to do one more baby shoe from each one daily. They collected the cloth from the store which they didn't use to make the baby shoes. They can sell each pair of the baby shoes for 4 yuan to each 24 yuan more daily. The money saved per month will be able to save more than 700 yuan, but with the help of 30 homemakers, they help keep half of the yuan per day for their purchasing money for food as long as it does not affect their daily lives. It can be used as the emergency use money. Put together money. Master think cash is insufficient for charity. Master wishes if we have a group of over 500 people and people spread everywhere in the community, we have 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes that can help those suffering and need help. In the 1950s, Taiwan still got help from the U.S. to help us to supply us with milk and flour. How can we start a charity organization? Please see Master Zheng Yan's teaching video. After that, at that time, we had too many people who needed help. During that time, Taiwan was under the help of the U.S. to supply us with milk and flour. Taiwan needed help at that time. At that time, I thought, why can't we help ourselves? So there are many causes that I wish to help others and not influence their livelihood. They are the person who can help others. So I want them to save 50 cents daily from their family food budget. The food on the table will not have much difference if less than 50 cents per day. I was promoting a power that the world not affect our livelihood. That is what I meant. Shijing started from 50 cents. When we purchasing food in the markets to save a few cents, we can save 50 cents. The food vendor is wondering why you want to keep 1 or 2 cents. The buyer would say, if I can save a cent or two on one food purchase after buying a few different foods, I can save 50 cents per day. The food vendor asked, why do you want to do that? The buyer told him that we have a master who wished to help those in need and wanted us together. Everyone saved 50 cents daily. So the food vendor said, I can also save 50 cents per day from the money I sell. So Shiji started with not only 30 people, but more from the food market. The 50 cents can help spread people's idea more and more people join it, and soon 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes could help people come true. When the charity organization began, the first month immediately helped an old lady from the mainland who was sick, aging, and helpless without any friend or relatives. Starting from the bamboo bank, accumulating some food bank goodies daily, Shiji started from Taiwan to the world. The logo of the love store is a Chinese character of love and with a picture of a pigeon which represents peace and justice, regardless of language, country, or religion. The love character looks like a Chinese character, but it is a universal character representing love. There is an infinitive sign which means see endless love. There is a person character with a big heart sign, including a small one, which means love is everywhere with unlimited love to create a world with love. When the store understands the Shiji story, they may also touched by this and willing to do more good deeds. Master Zhen Yan expect to purify people's heart, and adding one more person will add one more strength. With every bit of effort plus the accumulation of goodwill, the relationship between people will feel warm. Doing good deeds together, making a better community. I wish to invite you with a kind heart to share your love. It is to make luck for yourself. Let's get together to promote the love and the care to make this world a better place for everyone. Let love fill the world. I wish to join this presentation. She did the presentation debate, but she already submitted her script for the next presentation. So she always things prepared before 3 or 4 months before her next presentation. So the picture of love, everybody understands this world. But the picture is extended more. So this character is we will have the designer of this world to present in the future. So we do have design people use this word as a logo. No? So we use this word as a love. We're very touched. So we just walking forward. If we walk forward, we get good cause. So all the annual blessing gathering in Taiwan is everywhere.
各个地方的场次14个司仪的名单给我，然
So
后
I
我
have
就赶
8
快
members
选一
from
下
our
我们
team.
团队，我们团队有几个啊？8个。
So
我搞
when
错
I
哇，
the day when I
我们
retired,
团队有8
the
个，
foundation
所
want
以
me to have
真
an
的非常
online
感恩。
book
传法学
study
士人才，在我一退休
event
的时候，
program.
会希望我做这样的一个读书会，给我6个字而已，也是6个字：传法学士人才。第一个时间点，说真的，我想跪下来拜一拜，因为我不晓得这6个字怎么做。可是
We have a new
这6个
slogan.
字其实它短时间看不到力量，但是
So it will last long. We will meet the better
所以我要
self.
邀约你们咯。来，我们最新的一个 slogan 哈，
I
那你要举起右
persist,
手，就这样。
and she
Yes，
persists.
好，恒持就能遇见更好的自己。Yes，
We need
要不要
to
恒持？
get
我是
familiar
恒持，
with it
他是恒持。只要我们
all the
上
way.
进心就是专业，但是还有一点要恒持，你就一直去熟悉。昨天
Are you sure
我参加
you'll
一场
hear
我们
as
的培
usual?
训，那他们的
I'm sure
我们的
I
核心
will
看到我
be
说，
very
你确定很安稳的在这边吗？
rational
我说
in
对啊，
every
那我今天会不
presentation.
会胡言乱语？因为原则上，除非有必要，我星期2是不出门的，因为礼拜3这样的读书会，我要对得起所有的大家。但是到现在好像还保持清醒哈，因为我回去真的有很努力的
The
赶快
book study
处
member
理好。
Ilan
那我
Wei
们来
said
看一下哈，这边重庆以大伟说，学艺师姐说爱
love is
万千商店
universal language.
弘法利生随善缘，救苦克难无限爱哈。那广西防城的王雅丽说，爱是世界共同的一个语言哈。那
Christine Linghua said
爱说的做的都是会很温暖的哈。非常林玉华呢
every time we see she is very
还是哪边的
diligent.
他说爱心商店的分享非常感恩您的分享哈。那石金就说我们一看到决议就有压力，
So
因为他实在是太厉害，总是超前部署的人才。谢谢，很多人应该是看到我很有压力吧，看到我是闪躲。
So we see somebody see me trying to avoid me to ask for the presentation.
然后他们就看到我只做一个动作，说看到美云老师了。
I appreciate we are the person to help people.
对，我就一直在追他们。好，那于如他说天助自助者，制造福田，自得福源。感恩我们都有能力成为
This is very
的人。这样我也
nice
想到
presentation.
说了，钱囝佛祖，后世人用钱就袂艰苦。
The 50 cents, the bamboo bank story
的一个分享哈。那
means a lot.
说5毛钱的竹筒精神，不仅是善款的捐赠，其实是我
Book
们在
study
人生路上智慧的
Guan Xinlin from Canada.
聚沙成塔。这个爱的 logo 意义非常。
She said
分享给更多人。
Sister Xueyu is a very good presenter.
人间小前行大战，水洗结善缘哈，他写的非常多。后面说感恩口条清晰，说法无碍的学艺师姐，一如既往沉稳精辟导读啦，所以大家
So
都
the bamboo bank
非常的赞叹。
really create the world of 慈济。
男女的时候，我还没有慈济的学习。
Thanks, Sister Xueyu 师姐 's presentation.
每天5毛钱造就慈济世界，好，感恩感恩。好，总之非常的感恩我们学艺师姐的带动典范，在前我们就是学习哈。好，刚才的于如是我们即将要培养的事业，介绍给各位。
This kind of presentation have a long time training. They will be the best presenter.
我们的导读人
You don't have to be very familiar before you can begin, but after you begin, you will be very familiar with what you do.
导读的团队旧法新知哈，所以你不需要很厉害才能开始，但你需要开始才会
So
厉
the
害。
book reader
你要先开始。
from Yunnan, the weather is cold there, but when she online hear the warm presentation, she can feel the warmness. The warm is heart.
他刚才上线就听到秋敏师姐甜美的声音，看到她满满的慈济面霜，被冬雨淋湿的身体一下子温暖了许多。
Taiwanese interpreter said the presentation is very good.
非常合作，好多人上线。他说 配方说：“今日我在主场亲临感受Qiumin口条清晰，
支持张英珍、
无限
让云南。
宜兰的黄金壳，他说：“汉文师兄，感恩你对Qiumin师姐的肯定，敏师姐真是我们学习的好榜样。”
让云南 I'm proud of it.
说感恩Qiumin师姐的邀约跟团队包容哈，他拥有这样的好姻缘，更能体会大。
I never see those people reply. I wish to see them. Yeah.
李香也是我们的台语口译，赞叹Qiumin师姐勇敢又有正能量。这些人我念他的名字，说真的。我根本都还没有见到本人过，所以我非常期待2月21号跟他们见面。李黎香说：“字字珠玑，好温暖的感觉。”然后我们的美国的方文说：“赞叹Qiumin师姐用正念发挥生命良缘，自度而度人。”哈，那重庆的
book reader remember in that way said the verse or the presentation of the sister who presented the Taiwanese interpretation group.
所有的回馈也试试自己的一个笔锋。来自内蒙的李恩利赞叹雪玉师姐精准完美的导读，爱满人间事，上人对慈
Qiumin from Yunnan said, "Be very intelligent."
生生不息，代代相传哈。那云南昭通的小明说：“用心就是专业，真的需要恒持。”哈，是哦。他说：“美云老师，你是第1号，雪玉是第2号，给人家压力的吗？你的意思是这样吗？”好，我们继续来给大家加压哈。好，线上重点顺口溜，我们来看一下，我们上个礼拜透过顺口溜哪些人来呢？那非常感恩我们的美国、大陆以及加拿大的顺口溜团队。我真的觉得我的坚持是对的，我就觉得这个团队我不想用台湾的，我就想要国外的，所以就这样子。因缘就促成。好，加拿大郭亮君校长，李春印尼慈济盖，经上演绎法入怀，乐风微创去病爱，活络筋骨健康。
From the verse, you have to replay the video for that week and to come up this very concise verse. So from Inner Mongolia, Sister Lianli's verse for last week's book study.
好，内蒙李恩丽师姐她说：“印尼慈院地涌出，首次奉到黄李春，人本医疗陈雨晴，守护健康守护爱。导读团队陈淑满，把握今生灵山会，精湛演绎真完美，照亮。”
So we will have English verse translated by the U.S. team. You will understand the meaning of it.
创办人温柔生产詹子睿，信念创办能量满，欢喜迎接新生命。好，他们大陆跟加拿大。
So the U.S. team, they will not only write the Chinese verse, but also need to write English verse.
写华语顺口溜，还要写英语的重点摘要，很多英语的重点摘要哦。所以每个人现在变好手，所以我们和着节奏一起来。印尼慈院黄李春，设备顶尖爱满满，婴儿诞生慈济园，医疗人文做典范。导读菩萨成熟满，把握今生灵山会，穿越时空契佛心，美善照亮全世界。
These are verse created by different groups to talk about the same program last week. Give them praise, encouragement.
跨国的顺口溜，包括我们方文是在现场，跨国的顺口溜团队给他们一个爱的鼓励，贝贝来。顺口溜团队，你们好赞好。所以呢，即便是要写顺口溜，写这会有压力，但
Some pressure is good.
也唯有在压力中，我们才能恒持。好，所以很不错啦。所以人生中有那么一点点的压力还不错。至于关于子睿这个部分，我已经期待了，因为明年的岁末，请他来，我会再安排一个。之后结束以后，即将在木栈区办一场感恩的餐会，并且用无肉市集他们各家的。
I never thought of when we have this book about the 10 years for this online program.
一本月上云端的书，衍生了小沙弥，然后同时我们
This is a logo designed for this booth. It's a small
里面还防水，然后反正就是很好，每个人看到都觉得哇，是敬请期待11周年庆，请到主场来。但是我们要把这个袋子也加入红法利是
for
我们只订200元，大家吓一跳说看到那么好，说老师你会不会订太便宜？我说我不是要赚钱的，我只是希望大家能够更多人爱上这样的跃上云端的一个感觉，所以敬请期待。所以很多
Coming up next, we're very grateful for our international and other speakers from different regions. As we all know, the Hualien is a little bit far from here, but just like our chief Qicheng has said that he is from Kaohsiung, and for today, my brother Changyu is also here, and he has also pledged to, or he also attended for his sharing back in October. So he said that every part of his life is full of gratitude. And our poster is from our Kaohsiung's editing team. So whether it is writing or photo editing, it's all everyone's effort together. So that is our topic today, which is a breakthrough in the acute lymphocytic leukemia. So if you're listening to the morning volunteer assembly, this is one of his presentations, and he said that he has done so many of these talks that he's starting to lose his voice. And during the medical expo, we can see our superintendents from the Tzu Chi Hospital, and he said that he needs to take care of himself because he's losing his voice. But as we all know, this is everybody's role. And this is a new topic that he has been sharing with us. So today he will also talk about the CAR T treatment using cellular, genetic, and immune therapy to overcome leukemia, to treat leukemia. Now let's take a look at this following clip. As we all know, bone marrow donation is not an unfamiliar topic for all of us. But now we have accomplished more than 10,000 cases, successful transfers. And Dr. Chen Yaochang was the founder of the bone marrow bank. And we see that out of the 10,000 cases, 3,000 of them came from Tzu Chi's bone marrow bank, of bone marrow registry. So Tzu Chi has been a very important force in the bone marrow registry. And because of the Tzu Chi's quality in healthcare, we all know that the recipient receive very high quality bone marrow. So as we can see here, then as we passed the 10,000 cases, it took about 40 years. And these doctors are coming from Indonesia. They are the doctors of the Tzu Chi Hospital in Jakarta. And they're here to learn about the latest in medical care. As we all know, these doctors, they're very famous hematologists in Indonesia. but they are here in Tzu to observe and learn about children bone marrow transplant. Now, at the same time, we have, if we remember, during the opening of the Indonesia City Hospital,
脐橙主任当然一定要莅临现场来参加这一场论坛。
造红血球，在印尼2021年就有1万多人患有这种疾病。
Including 421 patients in the past, and
as you can see, and this is our chief, Li Qicheng, who's been teaching and sharing English in Indonesia. Now, if those who are in need of bone marrow transplant, they typically look for their siblings because they have 1 in 4 chance of finding a match. But for those without this siblings to match with, they have to look in the bone marrow registry.
现在我们可能要稍微去了解到什么叫做 CAR-T。今天的重点
So CAR-T is one of the latest in treatment because it is a combination of 3 different treatment modalities. Using genetic engineering, we are able to change T cells into very powerful anti-cancer treatments. And each of these T cells were sent to Switzerland for gene modification and returned to Hualien, frozen. As we see from our patients, a lot of them are in high fever, they develop pneumonia. In the early stages, because of their immune compromise, there's certain risk. Today, we're very grateful to have the chief of Jie Medical Center, Dr. Li Qicheng, who will be sharing with us, as well as sharing with him the familiar faces. So let's say our welcome to Dr. Li Qicheng. So I'm very grateful and for teacher Meiyun and all the brothers and sisters. So allow me to share my presentation.
谢谢美云师姐哈，几位师兄师姐哈。那我现在是不是就来先分享画面，好吗？
是，你先分享画面，那同时间呢？
好，稍等候一下。
So as you can see, Brother Changyu is here, waiting for him.
等他忙完这个再让他讲哈。
Who is holding that love slogan?
你已经 OK 了，非常好，非常好。
So next time we come, he'll be here for you as well.
有看到我们的画面吗？有看到拿着爱字的？
有，非常感恩哦。
所以下一次你来，他还会接你。好，感恩。好，那就请您讲咯，谢谢。
好，我把我画面怎么样缩小一下
？OK， 你好。
I was going through some technical difficulties on their end.
全部的荧幕了。
我也把我的荧幕有一点会挡到，稍等一下哈。
好的，没问题。OK。是。
好像没有办法到第1页吗？
那第1页有我们这里，好不好？你可以你是用 PDF 档吗？
我用 PowerPoint。
PowerPoint，OK， 那应该 OK 啊，没问题。好，第1页我们 OK 好了，我用我们的。那主任你可以开始讲了。是，主任。
好像没有办法看到。
Allow me to start.
我帮你弄了，你可以开始讲，真的，我们已经弄好了。主任，
OK 好，了解。
So as we all know that this has been a tremendous breakthrough in in leukemia and cancer treatment without using chemotherapy. So today I'll kind of share with you some of these advances. This is an example for acute lymphocytic leukemia patient. In the traditional treatment it takes a very long time. Usually the chemo treatment takes about 1 month. And then you need a 25 to 30 month follow-up treatment. So it's almost 2 to 3 years. And for those who are students, they needed to study and undergoing chemotherapy. Now, for those who are more in the high risk, they may also require bone marrow transplant. But the successful rate, in kids, we can see about 85% recovery rate. However, in adults, we have less than 50% survival rate. So there are certain difficulties. But today, in the past 2 to 3 years, scientific development came up with a new treatment modality. So, for example, here, this is one of the most difficult to treat cases, pH+. Typically, the standard treatment process is chemotherapy plus target medication and bone marrow transplant. And that's the only way these type of patients can recover. However, their successful rate is still questionable. In the past 2 years, there has been a new treatment method using chemotherapy-free and bone marrow transplant sparing treatments. So these are the two medications that are currently used. So I'm using these English names. We have seen patients completely bypass chemotherapy. So this oral medication is able to block some of the cancer cells from propagating, and then the antibody injected is a dual antibody because it can identify tumor cells and inform your healthy T cells to destroy the tumor cell. So that's how we're able to bypass chemo treatment. As we can see from the results, in 2023, this is when the results have been published in new patients, they have 95% success rate in the first year, and with the following treatment, we are anticipating that we're able to fully cure the disease in 95% of the patients. So this has been published in a very notable medical journal. And this medical center have very high amount of research grants. So they were able to create and conduct these research. Secondly, I would like to share with you, if you're not if this is not the initial episode, but rather more of a relapse. And traditionally, we would follow the same treatment method. But for those who have relapsed, we are now trying this new treatment as well. In previous cases, during the relapse, they only have 7 to 8% survival rate within 5 years of relapse. And regardless of the research data, the survival rate has been very, very low. Should we be even though they have a very low survival rate, should we even try using a different treatment method? So we're still using the site-specific T-cell engager antibody that we mentioned earlier, and that helps to identify the tumor cell and letting your natural T-cells destroy the tumor cells. Now, a different treatment method is CAR-T, which is a combination of cellular, genetic, and immune therapy, because it uses a genetically modified T cell, which are targeted to targeted tumor cells. And these genetically modified T cells have a very strong immunity. So they're very powerful in removing cancer cells. So our first case was a TG doctor from the Philippines. He first was diagnosed with leukemia when he was 52 years old. But even though it was successful, unfortunately, they were relapsed. So when it relapsed, we used the bispecific T-cell engagers and to alleviate and control the medication, control his leukemia, and then using CAR-T treatment. And now he has been cured for 4 years. And this is our doctor. And now he's back in the Philippines and continue to serve the community as well as teach new doctors. So this collage is the first patient who have received CAR-T treatment. She was 7 years old, Emily, when she was diagnosed with a terminal leukemia. So you can see on the first picture, she has a NG tube because it was so serious that she can't eat. So ever since the treatment, every year following that, she taken the pictures. And now in 2023, has been 11 years cancer-free, and you can see how much she has grown. And this is the CAR-T treatment success rate. So we can see this treatment is chemo-free, as well as transplant sparing because she didn't need any the transplant. So what makes this case so successful? In reality, we found that CAR-T has been available for a couple of years. It's been present in Taiwan for the past 2 years. And we see that even though there's great success rate, it's not been 100%. In the long run, we're looking at about 50% leukemia survival rate. But for those who are lymphocytic leukemia, they only have 40% of cure rate. In Shijing, we have recruited 5 terminal cancer patients who have been using CAR T treatment, and now there's 100% survival rate. The longest has been 4 years since their treatment. So now all 5 of our patients are still alive. And so why is our result so much more significant than the international? Well, this is one of our first cases in the CAR T treatment. And he's also one of the Shijing doctors. So when the patient was discharged, our superintendent brought apples to wish him a safe and healthy life ahead of him. So in our case, we found that if the patient had young, undamaged T cells, if we're able to harvest these T cells, we're able to modify them and have better effects. Now, T cells also have a life cycle. Since it developed, it goes through its aging cycle, and eventually it will die out on its own. So within all of our body, we have T cells of different age cycle. So if for patients who needing this kind of CAR T treatment, it is best to collect the youngest and most undamaged T cells to be modified. So in our patients, when he first diagnosed with leukemia, he felt very depressed, and we held off on doing chemotherapy and collected the T cells. We also had the opportunity in November who have received a grant from our national health insurance, who will cover for these treatments. And of the T cells we collected, we were able to submit one of the best samples to be modified. In the past 2 years, when we have brought the CAR T treatment back, we had officially received the authorization from national insurance that it will cover this treatment, because it is a very expensive treatment. And so this picture, we can see that I was with the minister, as well as some of our success patients, and to take this picture. So I'd just like to share this information with you all. So for everyone who needed a treatment, our first step is to collect T cells and then send it to a lab in Switzerland. And after the T cells are modified, they're transported back and be injected back in the patient. So the whole treatment was done without the idea of chemo treatment. So back to what we said earlier for about the treatment. In traditional cases, they require a month of chemotherapy followed by 25 to 30 months of monitoring and continued treatment. Even so, they have less than 50% success rate in adults. Now, lastly, in cases when they cannot avoid chemotherapy altogether, can we reduce chemotherapy to help preserve the quality of life? Now, this method has been undergoing clinical trials. Dr. Campana was a very notable, well-known pediatrician in the U.S. And now he is in Singapore conducting clinical treatment.
CAR-T 这个 CAR 这段基因就是他研发发明的哈，让他把专利权哈来贩售给出卖给这个
He invented the CAR-T cell treatment.
才是真正的发明人啊哈。那后来他被新加坡国立大学哈邀请到。
In these patients, he would still continue 1 month of chemotherapy.
就是说呢。
And after a month, after seeing some reduction in their leukemia symptoms, he will introduce the CAR-T cell therapy and have so far seen some notable results. So now more research is being conducted to help reduce the time that chemotherapy is needed for these patients. So above all, this may be very too academic for you, but I just want to share with you all that one of the quotes that inspired me was said that I am naturally optimistic and I believe that to be creative and to invent and be determined and also be passionate with your target, then we can break through and create a new world. So this quote actually came from the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. And I would like to put this quote on Sister Meiyun as well, because she is naturally optimistic and very creative, and also very passionate about the goal. And lastly, I'd like to share with you a quote from a poet in 1970. He's talking about the ordinary people. So he said that don't blame me to be suspicious of all theories, because I am an ordinary person. I am only looking for warmth and friendship. And I like to use this quote on all our patients because they may not understand all the theories and research. So they naturally have their suspicion, because what they're looking for is warmth and friendship from the people that take care of them. So as a doctor, it is my mission, my duty to take care of these patients. So here is my sharing. So if I can take out your slides, and as we all know that he is a very busy person, especially after taking the role of the chief in the stem cell center, as it has been increased his workload. But because he has a dream, because he has a wish, and he shared with us before that because he loved books and his dream is to open a bookstore. And now he has opened a bookstore in Hualien. So my bookstore is 6. Also, so I mean, its name has 6 words. The first 2 words actually came from one of our the pen name of one of my patients. Back then, it was before CAR T was available. So when his cancer relapsed, he passed away peacefully. So it gave me the inspiration. And the second word is saying that they are the second two words were just making fun of how lazy some of the people say they are. Who just focus on their goals and be really diligent and too lazy to make changes and quit.
好，我们真的非常感恩启程主任哈。你知道他有多贴心？其实要上我们的线，这些大医网真的非常的忙。可是我还是会跟他们讲说，因为我们有口译。
So to help our translation team, our interpretation team, we have asked our speakers to. So we asked all our speakers to prepare a little speech, a little script, so we can work with that. And our chief, in order to prepare for that, he actually recorded his presentation, and he felt that he did really well during that recording. So he asked if we were able to just play the video instead. And I said no to him because we needed this talk. We needed to interact with him. So even though he is very professional and able to provide very detailed academic information, but it still offered us a view into the treatment method of leukemia that's available now. And we have seen a lot of these cases who have survived and were successful from it. So in case that we meet people who are unfortunate to be needing leukemia treatment, we wish them that they would have the confidence that we see from our patients in Hualien. And for those who have joined our chat groups, you may receive some of these clips or words and shares, because these are all the good quotes I encountered. Some of them famous, some of them not so famous, but they have struck a chord with me and would like to share with everyone else. So every day, at least five days a week, I will share these aphorisms and as well as information from our study group. So I'm very grateful for the praise. And from here, when it says break through and create a new world, it really made me think about the beginning of the study group. Back then, I never had this goal of this dream of being this international group. When we first did it, we had tables with everyone. And Master Deqing saw us and said that we look like we are in a study. It looks like we're at school. So now that we immediately made the changes, put a tablecloth and decorated it even. And then decorate it so that it makes it look more approachable. Now, throughout the first year, and for the first year, I did not receive any criticism from the abode or from anybody. Nobody said that we should do this and do that. And that is because Master Deqing had said initially that nobody should give us any criticism because she believed that we have the ability to make the changes ourselves. So because of that, I'm very grateful for her, and I wish that I hope that what we have done today will make her proud. So now is some of the feedback from our listeners who share that Dr. Li prepared a very, very clear example and made us really and leave us in awe of how dedicated our doctors in Shiji are. With the advances in medicine, they will benefit more people, and we're very grateful for these new treatment methods to reduce chemotherapy, the use of chemotherapy. And from our listener feedback is that they're very grateful to learn about this new approach, because chemotherapy has always been the hardest part for cancer patients. For those, if you're watching this in a replay, we also would like to hear about your feedback, and feel free to write your comments even though you're watching replay. In the past couple of years, we have seen patients who are undergoing leukemia treatment, and we see the emotional and physical turmoil that they undergo. So I'm very glad that having this treatment can help reduce their suffering. So once again, we're very grateful for Dr. Li for joining us and sharing very professionally the CAR T treatment. Next, we'll go up to our next content.
欢迎回高雄哈。那接下来呢，我们直接上到石经文经大爱之音哈。那石经文经无论是在美国北加大陆北京，
Okay, we are into our next segment. It's our Shijing Wenqing time. They are everywhere, all over the world. Okay, they've been traveling all around the world. Recently, they visit Switzerland, Hungary. Doesn't matter where they are, they always leave comments for us. And today's topic's very excited. They're going to share that I can fly. I'm so eager to find out what they're doing at Switzerland. Let's cheer with me for brother Qiumin and Ciya. Dear Master, Master Bo, and family member all over the world. Hello, everyone. My name is Yujing. My Dharma title is Ciya. And my name is Wenqing. My Dharma title is Qiumin. Look at this picture. There are two seagulls flying in the sky. They fly so freely. Don't you want to fly like them? They're flying so high. Look at the suspension bridge. It's high and long. Aren't you scared? What about this one, walking along the cliff? Even there's a glass on the lower side of the walk, but some people will be scared on their feet. It's a phobia of height. Now this one is high, looking down. The feet is almost hanging down, which almost makes people nervous and panicking when looking down from above. So, how do we feel when we look up from below? Isn't it beautiful to see a flock of seagulls flying in the sky? They even turn around freely. So, what is this? This is called paraglider. Think flight, and they from the top of this is
同样
downward
的飞翔，我
picture.
们再回头看看，假如从上，这是往下的画面。假如看到这些居高临下的飞翔，如果你是看了，会不会既羡慕又紧张？
And when
想
you
来
look at
试
this
试看吗？
picture, do you feel envious or nervous at the same time? Do you want to try? To be honest, I was a bit nervous and panicked at the beginning, but I realized that anything new still needs to be built up through psychological construction. You have to trust each other in order to build up a trusting mentality for yourself. And if you trust each other, you'll be able to find a way to learn
说实话，
and
我们
naturally
那
build
个
up a
就是在那个前
self-confidence
一
in
天
order
呢，
to
我
be
女
brave
儿
enough
鼓
to
励我
step
们去
out.
尝试一下这种飞翔的感觉。我当时真
The
的没
day
有勇
before,
气
my
马上
daughter
答应。
encouraged us
但
to
女儿
try
说这个城市
flying.
好多
I
人都
really
来这
didn't
边
have the
玩
courage
这
to
个
say
飞翔的
yes,
运动啊，你也可以
but
去
my
试试
daughter
看
told
啊。
me that
然
there are
后
a lot of
天空
people
上你就看
doing
到
this
很
kind of
多人在
sport. You
飞
should
呀，
try
在
it.
车站就会看到很多人背这个大
You'll
包
see a lot
包
of
这样
people in
子。
the sky.
我说
Look,
首先让我相信这边都大家都是
they
很有
have
经验的。
they're carrying a big backpack in the sky, and all those are experienced flyer. So I woke up after a good night's sleep and plucked up to the courage to say, I'll try, I'll sign up for it. I start to observe and we arrive at the minibus and follow the instructor on the bus, which just started playing music and let you enjoy the beautiful mountain scenery out of the window. At first, the coach say in a joking tone that if you're afraid, you should close your eyes. And another coach say, well, if you're nervous, just don't look down. Just look away and look far. So those instructors, they are very experienced. They've been, they are trying to calm us. I think so relaxed.
所以这个不到半个小
And I
时的
realized
心
that the
情的这个
instructor
洗
were
礼呢，
adjusting
所
our
以我们车到了
nervousness.
山顶上的一片空地，
After
但也
half
没
an
有居高
hour
临下那种可怕，心
half
里
an
就
hour of
稍微
emotional
安
relief,
心了
the
一
bus
下。
arrived
那
at
和
the
那我们当然赶快跟
clearing
教
at the
练一
top
起
of the
准备这种
hill.
飞翔的器材，要好好学习嘛。所以你要
So
听
when I
教练
look
的
at
技术
from the
指导
top,
啊。
it doesn't
那
look
同
too
时我们眼睛
scary.
要眼观四面，看看别人在做什么呢？教练说你只要会跑就可以飞起来了，
So
不
my
是叫
eyes
你
was
去
also
跳悬崖
observing
的。
what others are doing. Instructor told me, all you need to do is just run. You don't have to jump off a cliff. So while following the instructor to lay the paraglider on the open space, I listened to the instructor's guidance. He said that this paraglider has a lot of lines, which must be spread out to control the direction of the flight and not to be entangled together. Then we put on our equipment. Do you know what we're carrying? It's a parachute. It's not a chair.
所以说我们把所有的装备，像安全帽
When
啊、
I heard
降
a
落伞都
parachute,
要
I
收
was
带
like,
好，当手机要
pay
收好，就
attention
准备要
fully.
出发了。那因为我们是初级班嘛，所以
So
教练
putting my
会
helmet,
帮
parachute,
会
all
帮着
packed
把
and
这
ready,
个飞
put
翔
my
伞的
cell phone
线绑
away,
在
and we're
我
ready
和
to
他的背
go.
上，跟教练绑在一起，这样子。
And since we're in the beginner's class, the instructor helped us tie the paraglider line to my backpack and his. So right now we are taking a selfie picture, and he recorded the whole process for us. So at this moment, I was very calm because he's very experienced. He said, let's run, run, run. And now I'm lifting up, but I'm also paying attention to what the instructor is saying. I'm so excited, but at
所以
the
说
same
我们
time,
很
I'm a
快
little
就
bit
升
scared.
空了啊！
And very quickly, we're in the sky.
赶快就是说，我们看一看，没看过，往脚下看，你说会不会有惧高症呢？所以说
And
我们
look
尽量看
down,
看
we
远处
are
的风景啊，教
above
练
the
有
mountain
很有经
and
验，就慢慢培养我们的情绪啊，会
and I
跟我
try
们
to look at the
聊天
scenery
啊，
in the
然后
distance. And the coach is very
比较怕往
experienced.
下看，你
He's
往
been
上看
talking
看啊，
and
哇，离
chatting
太
to
阳
me
好近哦。那
the
看那
whole
个火炉，
time.
本来很大的火
He
炉变
said,
很小
look,
了，
look over
这样的
there.
房子跟
Look
火
at that
柴盒一
beautiful
样，
lake.
也小小一块，好像放在草地
Look
上
at
的
those
格子。
houses.
那
They're
个
so
跟教
little,
练
like a
聊
little
天
mini
呢，
box.
我们当然也要很仔细的学习啦。那当然也聊天轻松，也忘了居高
And
临
by
下的感觉
talking
了。这个恐
to
惧
the
感啊，当然
coach,
也自然就减少
I
很
was
多
pay
了。
attention to what he was
那
saying.
那
So
个在这
slowly I
个飞
forget
行的
my
时候，我的
nervousness.
教练也是一样，一直跟我聊天，聊一聊呢，
And
然
when I
后
was
他就会
flying,
问
the
你说
coach
你好
kept
吗？
chatting
待会我
with
们这个
me.
影片哈，美云老师在那边播的影片，你们就可以听到有这个声音哦，他就
And
会
he's been
会告诉你
asking
说，
me,
这
how are you
个你是
doing
在这个
so
城
far?
市，这个城市叫什么城市？然后那个他就跟你开玩笑，就是说这个城市是两个湖
And
连在
he
一
kept
起，
asking me,
然后聊一聊就会问你说 Are you
question,
okay？
do you
我就会
know
说
which
Yes,
city
I'm
we're
fine, very
at?
okay。我只要
And
讲一个
do
OK， 我
you
就
know
开始
that
他
the
的动作
city
就
is
换了，
connected
他
to
就会
this
换一个
lake?
花样，可能
And
会
he
把
keep
你那个
asking
送
me,
到
are
那
you
个
okay?
往山边去靠，可能
And
往
when I
山路
say
如
I'm
果今天要
okay,
清
he
理
will
哈，
change his
他就先把
direction.
你的心情先
It's
稳
either
定下
toward
来，
the
然后再
mountain
继
or
续
toward the
加码，
forest.
再加上这个速度哈。
He's
然
really
后
pay
呢，这
attention to
个
what I'm
每一次
saying,
我很
and
兴
so
奋的
he
时
can
候，哇，我
slowly
这个
move
这
the
个很
direction
紧张，
according
很
to
兴
how
奋，
I
但是我
feel.
告诉我自己，我必须在天空停留20分钟。 那听说这20分钟
I'm
它会有不
very
同的
nervous
花样，
and
那这个我
excited,
就开始
and
发
I've
现
been
了，这个
telling to
教练呢，他
myself
一
that
下
I
子把我往山
need
边，
to
一
be
下子
at
往这
least
个
in
河
the
那个
air
湖
for at
边，
least 20
他就
minutes.
是在靠着这个我们聊天的当中来建立我们的这个稳定的情绪，然后让我们不会太紧
And
张。
by talking to me,
这个
the
要看吗？
coach is
要看的
adjusting
都
his
啊，
direction.
往下，我
He's
听
making
到下
sure
一页，
that I
对，
won't be
下一
too
个。
nervous.
好，
He's pay attention to
那
my
我们
mood the
这
whole
个
time.
一直在飞，那个教练说，假如气流好的话，可以飞得很高。所以飞了一阵，我就说，哎，我飞得多高啦？那个，待会你可以听听看
And
教练
after a
怎么说
while,
哈。
I
对，
asked
可以听
my
美云老
coach,
师这个
OK， 我
影片有
来了，
声音哈，可以听得
how
到。
high are we?
下来。
Oh, this is the
这个
video
这
that
是最后一个影片，我们
I'm
先看这个
landing.
高峰有多高的。 Sorry，
This
美
is
云
my
老师
daughter
下到
speaking
25页
to
我
my
们先看
granddaughter.
这页的影片。
21页的，你现在要20
Okay,
几页的。
that's
好，那你现在看
go back
22页的
a
影
little
片
bit.。Still showing our flying videos.
这个吗？24。你要
好，这个
好，我们看这个哈，好，谢谢。
Some of the slides has only pictures, some
刚
has
刚呢
video, like this
前
one.
面有一个影片呢，
This
就是
video
那个
is
教练跟
showing
我们在对
that
话，然后那个文天就问他了，我们
the
现在到
coach
底
is
是多高
adjusting
呢？
the
其实刚刚
direction
如果你们听得到声音的话，这个风声很大，
and he's
就是
trying a
速度
different
很
variety
高，高度很高，速度
and
很
you
快。
can
最
tell the
高
wind
度
is very
到
loud,
了
which
水
means
达
that we are high
2000公尺
altitude.
高度的哈。然后呢，
We
这
are
是第
the
23
altitude
页
at
哈，23页你
2,000
可以
meter
看到
above sea
我
level.
们飞到了一个稳定的情况，那个教练呢就会给我们开始就加码啊，你会看到有很多的花样，你从这个
And
我们
once
要
we're
看人啊，
stable,
你看背景就可以看到它变换的花式是什么。当你达到这个最高潮呢，你就要仔细听这个教练每一次在跟你聊天的时候，他就来个不经意的就会变换。所以你仔细看这个背景呢，你就可以感觉到。
if you
好，
pay
我们现在
attention to
看
the video,
下
you
一个影
can
片，也就是
tell the
第二
coach is very
第
careful
23个这个影
with
片。
each direction he changed.
他23就看过了啊，他应该24。对对对。
好，您看24也可以。
是。
24呢？对。其实像23、24的时
This is me and my coach in the air.
然后不要看我们这个滑翔翼，看背景就可以看到这个飞翔时的花样。它会有一段呢，就最后高潮的时候呢，
If you look at the background, you can see that our background's been changing.
天旋地转，也就是180度的不断的在转啊，一下子飞高，一下子斜坡的。OK。
And we are turning all directions.
好不好？这个好，因为时间已经差不多，我需要
再来。
这个好不好？
刚刚大家看
And
到
this
的
is
都是
my
我们
landing
20分
video.
钟在天空上的挑战，终于要降落了哈。然后这个降落的时候呢，我因为觉得这个风太大了哈，所以我就跟教练讲说，好像风很大。那教练就说好，
After
那我
flying
们
for
就沿
20
着这
minutes,
个
I told
斜坡，我
my
们往
coach
地面
that
上
the
有一个
wind
大
is
草
strong.
坪，你看啊，那我们往
So the
下。
coach
那
began
现在
to
呢，
try
我
to
请美云老
slow
师放这个
down
影片，大
from
家听
distance.
这里面的对话。
好 ，OK， 来走。
I'm gonna play this video. And we are landing on the big grassy plain. My daughter is talking to my granddaughter. They're guessing who's landing first. So my daughter say, "This is Grandma. Grandma's landing."
嘿嘿嘿，外婆飞下来了，你看，你看，哈哈哈
My
Hello， 外婆 ，You made it.
My daughter, my granddaughter, is looking at us. My granddaughter kept saying, "Where's Grandpa? I don't see Grandpa." Because she normally see me with Grandpa together. So she's very worried. Where's Grandpa? You can listen to her voice in the
你
video.
听到那个小娃的声音，就是我们3岁的小孙女啊，她真的很贴心啊。她一看到呢，就开始
My granddaughter is 3 years old.
看到我跟 Victor 在一起，怎么没看到外公？她就很急了。听到她的声音，是不是很有爱、很有感情啊？那接下来我们看下一个
Her
是
voice,
介
you
文
can
清，
show that it's
她
full of
降落
emotion
了。
and
我们
love.
来看看介文清降落
And
的时候，
this is
亲友团又是
Victor.
怎么一
She's
回事哈？
landing.
然后我们请美云老师来放这个影片。
Now I'm going to show you a video of him landing safely. My granddaughter is cheering for him. So excited to see Grandpa landing successfully.
外公公 ，Hello， 耶，你跑去看看外公。
Oh, she's running toward Grandpa. So happy
大
to
家有没
see
有听
him.
到这个我们的3岁的小娃哈？这个也是最后录下来的时候，我们才知道，那小娃就大老远的就看到了外公下来了，就赶快说加油加油，外公公加油。他的中文的讲的真的是把他全部弄出来了。我那时候真的看了以后，真诚有爱的亲友团来迎接我们。
My 3 years old granddaughter is just so sweet.
这个
She say all the Chinese she can say the moment she saw this landing.
就给我们做采访，他要我们说说看人生的感言有
So
什么。
after I came
当时我第一
down,
句话
my
我就
daughter
说 I made
immediately
it，
gave
我
us an
做到
interview
了。
and asked
那
us
我
to
就
say a
说
few words.
很感恩女
The
儿的
first
鼓
thing
励，
I
因
say
为
was,
爱的
I
鼓
made
励，爱
it.
的信
I
任，
did it.
所以我们能在海
And
阔
then
天
I
空的
say,
飞
I'm
翔，
very
所
thankful
以
for
我
my
可以飞
daughter's
起来了。
encouragement. Because
I
with love and
believe I can
encouragement and
fly.
trust, we're
I
able to
believe I
fly
can
in the
touch
sky.
the sky. I think about it
I
every
believe I can
night and
fly.
day.
I believe
Spread
I
my
can touch the
wings and
sky.
fly
I think about it
away.
every night and day. Spread
然后
my
女儿，
wings and fly
女儿在
away.
问我们说，你们是怎么做到呢？这也是我今天要分享
My
大家
daughter
一起来
asked
互
us
相
again,
勉励
how
的。
did
首
you
先我
do it?
说，
She said.
我记得一句这个老婆的
First
励
of all,
志
I
名言，就
remember my
说别
wife's
人做得到的，
inspirational
我
quote.
也可
She
以做
said,
到呢。
if
我想这
others
也
can
能
do
做
it,
到。
I can do it too. I think these people can do it, and I believe that they have the experience to do it well. And believing them give me confidence. Also, the love and encouragement from our friends and families would inspire our confidence. My daughters say that they find a very trusted company that's doing this. And I think it is important to trust first. Trust is the energy of active learning because trust and belief can generate power. You have the motivation to learn, and you'll find ways to build confidence. There's also adjustment of emotion. Have you noticed the coach from the beginning in the car and even in the flight, he taught us the method of focus on the lines to adjust the stability of the student's emotion. You have to trust others too. Once you start trusting people, you learn to be cheerful, confident in order to give full play to their potential. So age is not a problem. A healthy mind will have a healthy body. Healthy body and mind are the source of happiness in life. In fact, from this experience, I realized that I can fly. I'm a modern-day flying Bodhisattva, and I will fly to wherever I'm needed.
You can fly, huh?
Thank you for listening.
所以真的非常的感恩哈。就花莲的文代说，真的很佩服时间文青，又解锁一个高难度的一个体验，真的不是不断的自我超越的勇气跟。
We have our viewer.
翱翔于天际，这是很难得的一个经验。
Are very surprised and also cheer for this challenge that they did it.
他不太坐飞机，然后呢，有一次我就说，哎，你好像没有坐过飞机哈，他就说是啊。我从飞机上跳下来而已，因为我忘了它是空军，所以为什么是什么？这是什么？伞兵，不对，我差。
带着美云老师去跳一次。
He rarely get on the plane.
他跳过伞，而且总之，所以。
And when he was in the army, he used to jump out of the plane.
时间文青菩萨道侣，勇于尝试新体验，突破心理的障碍，更善于科技展神通，漂洋过海传达今天又解锁的生活的新能力哈。那美国的访问在主场，然后10月初我在瑞士看到天空好多人在飞啊，只是没有。
Shijing and Wenqing try to
try
all kinds of challenge and try to experience new things.
日本的曾经会说对梦想的开书店成真，李医师的印象是很深刻。感恩主任。
Oh, wow, we have a couple viewers there leaving their message in English. That's awesome.
掌声，谢谢时间文青，现代飞天菩萨。哪里他无论
Thank you, our speaker Shijing and Wenqing. No matter where they are, they can always connect us together.
他们来了，他们穿成这样，就表示。他们又从回收站环保回收的
It's exercise time.
这是大爱感恩科技的要穿的。好 ，OK，
家人，我们来了，请站起来吧，平安健康，我们来动一动。好朋友，我来了。
If you can stand up with me, everybody, let's move our body.
不是，好朋友，我来了。
对，我好朋友了。
让我们虚惊一场。
他们随时也可以变化球。
来，探长一下，面带微笑。
If you can, please get up and move with me.
拍手2下。哼。来，面带微笑。
来了，好朋友，我来了。
Let's dance with a smile.
你好久没见面，问一声你可好？
换动作。
来了，我来了， 天绽放青春笑脸。蓝天白云代表我的心，陪伴在你身边。期待着未来呀，未来每一年，我们友谊永不变。星星月亮带着我的爱，祝福你到永远。
拍手掌，打通我们的穴道。天绽放青春笑脸，蓝天白云代表我的心，陪伴在你身边。期待着未来呀，未来每一年，我们友谊永不变。星星月亮带着我的爱，祝福你到永远。期待着未来呀，未来每一天，天天绽放青春笑脸。蓝天白云代表我的心，陪伴在你身边。期待着未来呀，未来每一年，我们友谊永不变。星星月亮带着我的爱，祝福你到永远，祝福你到永远，祝福你到永远。 哇，让我们珍惜生命，把握时间，一起来共善造福，带来这一首歌，叫做阿良的《归白人生》。
Treasure our life.
音乐。
And treasure every moment that we have. Let's go to our next song.
无可能袂跋倒，就算讲有空嘴过一站仔就会好，但是有一寡物件毋是甲你咧讲笑，你若目着一世人就甲你讲，是死好是死好，拢分袂清楚，一步两步三步愈行愈糊涂，你是看着鬼，暗时骑车找无路，戆心拍带小度连个和弦都会弹错。
是你的心话，是你的生命，免互人牵咧行。
也咧互人笑无大开，也咧互人做伴仔。
是你的心话，是你的生命，免互人牵咧行。
也咧互人笑无大开，也咧互人做伴仔。有的物件其实家己唔免试，因为试过拢已经出代志。迄只小拍鸡仔即马无咧流血流滴，但是常常看伊跍咧路边流大流鼻。迄个查某囡仔生了水水头毛长长， 伫咧夜店出入，大家拢嘛叫伊女神。哦，我的女神，今晚唔敢出门，因为出门就要准备真侪包大人。伊讲你是兄弟，甲你当作家己，若有好康的拢会摕来互你骗。其实看你好骗，看你一口见面，若是怪着第一遍，赌你千遍也不厌倦。
要不要试试看？要不要找麻烦？勇敢的拒绝，就这么简单。要不要试试看？要不要找麻烦？勇敢的拒绝，你敢不敢？要不要试试看？要不要找麻烦？免互人看见，就这么简单。要不要试试看？要不要找麻烦？免互人看见，你敢不敢？话讲到这，你若无咧听，你若无咧惊，当作我咧543。迄个乌鸡桑其实干那40外，伊用性命咧讲故事互咱听。20几年前，伊阁是一个少年兄，等你醒来，人生已经过一半。不堪回首的往事，伊回头看，只剩一句话。
画一个圆圈。
早知影。
哦，好，给自己掌声。平安健康的家人，请坐。
Give
谢谢
yourself
你
a round
们。
of applause.
好，我们真的非
Wish
常感恩
everybody
的活动团
peace
队
and
2小时一
healthy.
定要起来动一动。
Please
好，
sit
现在
down.
请导播给简报画面，好不好？谢
Okay,
谢。
after 2 hours of
我们在
sitting, we
高
need
雄
to
主
get
场
up
的
and
家人
just
呢，现在桌上
move
是
our
有这么
body.
一杯啊，这个是冲泡饮，非常感恩我们高雄线上
So
读书
now
会这个团
everybody
队
on your
非常爱进
table,
食，因此只要有新品
people
出
who
来，
are
让大家
here
介绍一下啊，你们
at
先不要
the
喝哦。
Kaohsiung,
我们这个姜黄饮啊，是蔬
there's a
果
bottle
发
on
酵
your
的原因，
table.
所以
It's
我们
made
有
of
帮你
turmeric
稍微呢特调了一下。那
with
待会呢，大家可以品尝。那现在这一组有做特
a
价，
vegetable
以前呢
juice.
都是一整组，现在呢这样子可以是单瓶小包装。那单瓶小包装的这一个部分呢，这一瓶装啊，你就可以做这样的一个冲泡饮。
We are making a little bottle, that way you can drink
大家待会再来
whenever
吃
you
一吃。
want.
然后
It's
接下
easy
来
to
呢，就是
carry.
我们在主场的时候，我们
And
今
try
天
it,
的
see if
精
you
致
like
料
it.
理
It's
团
on
队，所以
sale
我
today.
今天特别跟我们家的青儿姐姐说，我们高雄线上读书会有4大组的，分别来自屏东、冈山、桥头以及高雄的近视团队。他们每个月的时候，大
We
家
have
分
our
配不
family
一
come
样的，
from 4
然后再
different
做
regions
这
of
个部分的。
Taiwan.
哦，所以在这样的一个因缘下，今天他们就是带来这
They
一
are
个精致料
making
理。那本来
some
是下午的时间，下午
dessert
的时间，
today.
可是只要是刚好曾宪勤的时间，早上他们也会让高雄主场的品尝，只是没时间安排他们教学而已哈。那今天呢，大家吃的是要过年了，
Right here you
这
can
次到
see on
的
the
是近
poster,
视
it's
福慧年糕，全
because
部用我们的
Chinese
近
New
视
Year is
的
coming. We are
黑糙
eating
米
the
粉，还有呢
rice
就
cake.
是相关的
It's
近视
using
的这
the
个
brown
材料
rice
去做
flour
出来的近视福慧年糕哦。所以在这
and
个部
other
分，大家可以
Jingsi
去感受
products.
到这样的一个不
So
一
it's
样哈。所
healthy
以
and
我们
nutritious
现
and
在是不是
delicious at
可
the
以
same
请我
time.
们主场的家人，你先品尝一下哈？来，我们来看看这样子是不是好喝呢？好，先品。
Okay, let's try the drink first. And let me know, how do you like it?
大家有没有觉得我们那个酵素好不好喝？又健康哈。那在这个部分真的是强力的推荐大家哈，所以希望这样的一个新品可以让大家去知道。好，那我们今天好回
师姐，我的电脑停了。
那讲是
哦 ，OK，
我的 freeze 了，没有办法。
Okay, now we're going to move to our next stage. Let's look at our speaker for today. She's the producer of the Kind Heart and Wise Words. And after we meet the author, we can appreciate the Jingsi products even more. He is the Chief Operating Manager for the Jingsi bookstore. This is a beautiful flyer. Sister Qinger is very funny. She likes this very much. And these are the volunteers in our flyer production team. Look at all these people here. They work very well together. Now let's welcome Sister Qingers. See how she appears in very many different places. This is an elementary school in Pingdong. They created a new Jingsi books reading room on the outside. After the students, when they have break time, they can enjoy reading here. Now we have about 300 plus Jingsi reading rooms. Look at this Jingsi reading room, and all the building materials are made from recycled materials. Yeah, this is made from recycled materials. After our technology development and production, it can be used more than 20 years. These plastic goods has love and has responsibility and can arouse teachers and students' love of the environment. When we use this in these study rooms, we show our responsibility for environmental protection, and we like to reuse all these materials. Jingsi reading store, this is a Taiku team in Tainan. This is an elementary school of more than 100 years. This is the 250th Jingsi reading room. The CEO in the Yongyuan Foundation said, Mr. Chen Zhiyuan said, in the beginning, I feel this is something really worthwhile, and I really want to encourage it. And Sister Qinger said, when I just started, I was not sure about how I'm going to do it, and he was very encouraging, and he said, just do it. Many schools applying to have a Jingsi reading room. Because of the reading room, we create a lot of Jingsi young volunteers helping in the Jingsi bookstore. So from the beginning, we have spread the seeds of Jingsi reading and the love and environmental protection. Also, the parents are influenced. Look at this. In the school, the students learned how to make tea and also to find their spirit, body, and emotional balance. And they also learn how to say good words, do good deeds, and think good thoughts. And because of the tea serving ceremony group helping us in the reading room, we have a tea party, and the students learned how to pay respect to their parents. And look at this, Jingsi tea serving ceremony group and the Jingsi bookstore team work together to create this wonderful harmony. And look at this person. He is performing the big ring
And he shared about his experience, why he started doing this, because he was encouraged by a French old lady who said, "Oh, your performance is so wonderful." And she encouraged him to continue. So he said, "Don't forget what we thought when we were young. You never know your limitation." Today, here you can see how the chairs in the Jingsi reading room is created. Now, we love to be with you because you have positive energy. Yes, let's welcome Sister Cai Qinger. Because of her coming, we have these welcoming flyers. So it's to read Jingsi and to appreciate the Jingsi products. So reading Jingsi books and appreciate the Jingsi products. We're very grateful for Sister Qinger to be here. Oh, I really wanted to invite her here for a long time, but she is so busy, it's difficult to get her here. And a lot of things we do in Ciji are related to her. So Sister Meiyun is saying, it's not easy for you to come here. Maybe you want to remove your mask so people can see you. Oh, look at all the Jingsi products the volunteers are holding in their hand. We should say, no matter you are workers or volunteers, we need to promote the Jingsi products and the Jingsi books. And we have a lot of volunteers who are promoting the Jingsi books and the Jingsi products. Let's shout it together. Who are promoting Jingsi products? We are. I am. Oh, so if you have tried the product we showed you today, you need to let other people know about the benefits of Jingsi products. Here, we like you to appreciate the Jingsi products and read Jingsi books. Let's give a round of warm applause for Sister Qinger. I love to be with you because you have positive energy. Let's welcome Sister Qinger with positive energy. Thank you. Grateful. The heart is the map of the world by Sister Cai Qinger. Respectful teacher Meiyun and all family members from the Kaohsiung Online Book Club and all the good friends and bodhisattvas, have a wonderful day. I'm so happy to be here because I want to thank Teacher Meiyun for promoting the Jingsi products and the Jingsi books, book club. So I come here not to share, but to thank Sister Meiyun and all the online book club members. I'm very grateful for your support. Kaohsiung It's just like a home to me. I'm glad that there is Gaotie. Because when we started, I had to travel many times to establish the Kaohsiung Jingsi bookstore. Returning to Kaohsiung is very warm to me because a lot of things started from Kaohsiung. Because Kaohsiung has a lot of positive energy and volunteers are very strong and helpful. Everyone knows. When I needed to go to Pingdong in earlier years, I needed to have someone to help in Pingdong. And Brother Jinyou and Weiqing sister, they went to Pingdong to help us. We did not even have a sign. So they were looking around and they saw a good piece of wood. and then they made it into a sign. Now we have Jingsi reading, Jingsi bookstore. And the love has never stopped. Oh yeah, the first Jingsi reading room in Kaohsiung was Shanling Middle School. And a lot of people here sponsored the reading room. And of course, we have a lot of cultural group to support us, to help us to share the Dharma. I just came back from China, and then I went to Ali Mountain. It was a high school in Taiwan, and there I met two kids. They were picking up leaves and taking care of the campus. They went to visit their principal. Wow. One trip is 3 hours. The principal says. Wow, that day the principal shared with tears in his eyes. He said, "It's very tall, very far, and very cold. To keep the teachers here is very difficult. It's easy for people to just visit for a few days for sightseeing, but to stay there to teach the poor students, only 19 students. We have 49 people there to help setting up their reading room. And the bookcases came. They had to carry the bookcase and the books up the mountain to the reading room. So I'm very grateful to all the teams who helped this possible, to make this possible. I also want to thank Qiumin Ma. And this afternoon we have Mingcheng Middle School in Pingdong, and the day after tomorrow is Zhongzheng Elementary School. And we are going to set up the reading room there. And Teacher Mei said, not only you can talk about the Jingsi reading room, but would you please also talk about how you recruit bodhisattvas? Heart is the map of the world. So the wider your heart, the happier you are. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to become a member of Ciji and the Jingsi bookstore in order for me to help Ciji and Jingsi bookstore to grow stronger. I'm very appreciative of this opportunity. So this will be my topic today. Heart is the map of the world. Have you watched the Kind Heart and Wise Words? I just accidentally to become the producer. On the Great Love TV, they asked me to be a volunteer. Whenever they have any need, they would ask me to help. One day, they were in a meeting. They say, we're thinking about a new program, Kind Heart and Wise Words. Can you help? And she said, sure. What do you need to help? And they asked Sister Qinger to invite guest speakers. So my job was to help the guests to relax. And they don't have to face the TV screen. They only have to look at me. I only needed to nod my heads, relax them, and let them say whatever they want to share. About 2 years ago, I thought I only need to do it for half a year, but I didn't know that the program is so welcome that they're going to continue after 2 years. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Because of this program, I had the opportunity to meet many wonderful people. And they are including the sponsor of these 2 Jingsi reading rooms. After many years, every year, he sponsors a reading room. I'm very grateful for this Bodhisattva. Let's look at some photos. This is a picture of the Golden Melon Mountain, Jingguashi. It's originally very normal, but this photographer made it like a magic place. Yeah, he also designed the lighting for the Statue of Liberty in New York. He said, light with great love of heart, light is in our living room, is selfless. And if you have, the light has a great compassion in our spiritual world, it can relieve your pain. And he is a designer of light and environment. His name is Zhou Lian, Mr. Zhou. He was interviewed by many people in the United States. These 2 ladies are from the United States. They know Mr. Zhou. So they have daughters in the US. They wanted to interview someone in Ciji, and Mr. Zhou recommended them to interview me. After that interview, their daughters joined the Ciji. So that's how I recruited these people through Mr. Zhou. Today, I'm going to use some examples. These, he's a CEO of his company. One day, CEO Zhou, I invited him to the spiritual and he told me when he came for the program, he said he wants to sponsor a reading room. A year later, he said, I want to sponsor 2 more Jingsi rooms. So I asked him, do you want to go to set up one of the reading room with me? Because you will feel differently when you are there firsthand. And he was really touched. He's from Jie. And here, Sister Fang Wen from the US, she has also invited many volunteers in the US to sponsor Jingsi reading room. This CEO Zhou says, if you want to put in any more reading room in Jie, I will sponsor them all because he's from there. So he has sponsored 10 Jingsi reading rooms. And whenever he can, he would go there to see the installation of the Jingsi reading room in the schools. So originally he didn't want to be interviewed. He said, I'm nervous about facing the TV. But Sister Qinger said, you don't need to look at the screen. Just look at me. And look at that. See, he was looking at the Sister Qinger, and he felt very relieved, relaxed. And after that sharing, I showed him the Jingsi bookstore, and his name is Mr. Zhou Junji. He's the founder of his business. And this is a picture we took in Qiumin Elementary School. Well, because Mr. Zhou's younger brother is a teacher in that school. So he said he came here to thank his younger brother because he's most of the time in Taipei, and he wants to thank his younger brother for taking care of his mom at home. Yeah, this is his younger brother. Look at brothers and sisters. And the head of the county was there. So we not only putting the money for the Jingsi reading room, but also setting up the room. And the county head says, okay, the county is willing to contribute to getting the room ready, a little bit of the contributing their part of making this happen. So I'm very happy that more people are involved to contribute their love. Thanks to founder. So, and this is the head of the Academia Sinica. He's not interviewed often. His family members are Ciji volunteers. That's why he feels very close to Ciji. So I'm going to show this interview to share with you a little bit of this program. Kind heart, wise words, benevolence and wisdom. Mr. Liao Jinzhi, Director of Academia Sinica. Tzu Ji 60 years. Things are unpredictable. We should always keep the caring of the whole world's civilization, not only science, but also culture. I've met Master Zheng Yan several times. I'm very respectful of Master. Even though Master is not a scientist, but her attitude is very different. She always has wonderful ideal. She started Tzu Ji with only 50 cents and the 4 missions, which is never reached by anybody else. This is a very lively model for Taiwan and for people all over the world. Very important model. And look at all the missions Master did. We not only need to do what she did, but also her spirit. The reason Master can reach so many things in different fields because of her enthusiasm. And from her ideal, she developed the enthusiasm. And her thinking is always positive. When she accomplished the 4 missions, it's not always smooth. She must have met many difficulties. But she overcame all these difficulties through communicating with a lot of people and through the hard work of many people. So this is what we need to learn the most from Master Zheng Yan. I think Tzu Ji in the whole world is a very important asset. All the past accomplishment of Tzu Ji in the past 60 years makes Tzu Ji a very wonderful mission, and wish Tzu Ji the very best to accomplish more and to become the model for the world of benevolent and he said science is to solve problems, but when he met Master Zheng Yan, he felt that Master is solving everyone's problem like a scientist. That's why I feel very touched by what he said. Seneca, Academia Seneca sent 2 people sitting by, just wondering what questions I was going to ask the director. Here is when the director came to look at the plans in the Guandu Tzu Ji campus. Oh, so I rushed to give him a little bit Jingsi product. I'm so touched. Oh, so he told his people he was very touched by Sister Qinger's enthusiasm. And the kind feeling. This was when he was in a different position. I visited him. Oh, I asked him when I was inviting a restaurant to do vegetarian lunch boxes, and he was right across the street, so I visited him, and they encouraged 700 people to use vegetarian lunch boxes that day. So that's when I first met him and first interviewed him. And he was a director for the administration department. And we gave him the Jingsi bookstore books and some of the Jingsi products. And so I told him that one of the books is mine. And after I left, he called me after I came back, or just half an hour later. So I said, "Good day, director." I actually learned about your Jingsi reading book a couple of years ago when I first heard about it. He said, "Oh, what about if I visit?" Oh, so he just came to the Jingsi bookstore in Sheraton Hotel in Taipei. And I was so touched that he wanted to come to contribute right away. I was so touched. After a while, he would send some money to support the Jingsi reading room. He's from Kaohsiung. When I came to Kaohsiung for the Jingsi reading room installment, and he came to bring some money to sponsor the reading room too. He visited the master. This is in Xindian, Jingsi Hall. I wanted to visit Master and thank all those bodhisattvas who helped the Jingsi reading room. And the director of the Xingzhen Shu was there too. He was right there. And the Dharma master in the abode took this picture for me. And look at how sincere he is praying. And another picture is Master walking very, very grandiosely. Oh, so I told him, if you have such a good karma with affinity with Master, so are you interested? And he said, I always wanted to be a disciple of Master, so I became Master's disciple that day. He was so happy. I want to thank folks from Kaohsiung. Whenever I'm here, I feel like I'm coming home. And every time I invite people here, they also feel very warm here. I hope all the policemen could join the Tzu Chi policeman organization. And here is when he visited Master. The last person I want to introduce is Mr. Li. He got 7 times award of the Golden Horse photographer. Yeah, he made wonderful movies as the photographer. And this is the famous director Ilan giving him the award. His mom has met Master before, and she respects Master very much. And this is when she came to visit Master. And Mr. Li came with his mom. Recently, I used the book, Love is the Best Blessing. When I introduced the book, Love is the Best Blessing. It combines Master's Jingsi aphorism and photographs of this master. So that's the introduction day of that book, and hope you can all check it out. Next year is the 30th anniversary of the Jing Si aphorism. 30 years ago, we had the first introduction of Jing Si aphorism in Kaohsiung. So hopefully, next year, we can have this celebration here in Kaohsiung. Love is the best blessing. I want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Because I went out, so Sister Qinger finished so quickly. Please say a few words, Sister Qinger. Love is the best blessing. Every photograph is made by him based on his photographs all over the world. And the cover photo was picked by Master. So Master chose last two and asked the Dharma masters at the Jing Si abode to vote for the cover. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? Yeah, Master Zheng Yan really likes this idea of combining Mr. Li's excellent photos with Master's Jing Si aphorism. So let's celebrate the anniversary of Jing Si aphorism together next year. Look at today at this main setting. Art is the most beautiful map of the world. So, well, let's all say it. Wish Kaohsiung can sponsor for the 35th anniversary of Jing Si Yu. Everyone say, I will. I am willing to. Let's all do it together. We want to thank Sister Qinger, who doesn't waste a single second. Don't back, don't back. Move forward. Look at our volunteers for the Jing Si bookstore. And all those bookstore directors, local and different in different cities, all came here because they are not here to play. They are planning next year together because Sister Qinger, the chief operating director, is here. Would you give me? How did you like the turmeric drink? Today, if you buy this, you get a special discount. The special until December 31st. The whole box. It's only 1,000 NT if you can buy the whole box. Yeah. If you buy it and you don't know how to use it, you can leave it in the online book club. We can always use it. And when you drink it, you will feel the energy and force. Brother, what's your feeling after you drank it? Yes, I felt energetic. It's really different, so give it a try. After you drink it, you can feel like you're flying. I'm very grateful. Remember the previous session of Shijing and Wenqing about I can fly? I just came back from Hangzhou. Oh, so sister, but I bugged her for sharing her materials to help the interpretation team. That's a good tip. So I can tell the people I interview. Sister Qinger said, just look at me so you don't feel nervous. And teacher Meiyun said, oh, if I tell people to look at me, they will get even more nervous. Her laughter is always so pure and sincere. So those are comments about Sister Qinger. Here, Mr. Guan from Canada complimented how wonderful Sister Qinger's sharing was. Oh yeah, their family. Sister Qinger's family has a whole Ciji family. Okay. I'm very grateful that having a Ciji family. One of my brothers in Hualien is a spiritual culture, and my sister is in Ciji. And my other brother is a vice CEO in Southeast Asia. Oh yeah, so her brother designed all the blessing and wisdom, environmental protection, chairs and beds and tables. Yeah, if you look at the Great Love drama, it's also have a movie about their family. Starting next week, I'm going to introduce the Great Love drama. Yeah. The Jingsi reading room is really wonderful. Develop children's beautiful and kind hearts and reading habits.
我们的文清他说上人就像科学家一样，就是在解决问题。刚才你有讲的哈，所以呢，他们两个夫妻刚才在 I can fly， 可是在这边对你们呢非常多的一个赞美，包括宜兰的黄金哥说好感动，正阳时间的大上人哈。那无论是时间，甚至没有一间也没有关系，因为好几个人可以合成一间。
Another comment is they are very touched by those sponsors of reading room. And oh, there is a wonderful reading room on top of the Ali mountain, so we should go there sometime. We love the books in the Jingsi bookstore. If I haven't read your comment, don't feel bad. We will publish it to share with others. There are a lot. Wang Hui from China. Love Sister Qinger sharing. And I actually came to Ciji because of Jingsi bookstore. So let's read it together. Reading Jingsi and appreciate. So reading Jingsi books and tasting Jingsi products. And let's thank the producer of Benevolence and Wisdom, Sister Cai Qinger. Both Jingsi books and Jingsi products are wonderful. Thanks to everyone. Today, we have the Blessing and Wisdom annual cake. Now, let's come back here. We have a calendar for next year. These are all the products. We hope you can get a copy. In the end, overall, everything is in the Jingsi abode and Jingsi bookstore. In the end, we are going upstairs. So please go upstairs with us. December 16th, we have a very special talk by Brother Gao Quande. He's the designer of the main hall of the Jingsi abode. And next week, we have friends, and we also have Hsinchu, speakers from France, from Hsinchu, from Taipei. Every Wednesday, we have a wonderful program for you. I love to be with you because you have positive energy. There is only beauty from heart.